Hey everybody, Jim Powers with MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. A lot of great things going on in the spring here in our athletic department. And one of those great things is our women's bowling team has qualified for the first time for the ITC sectional tournament. And joining us is their head coach, Branka, and also two of their outstanding student athletes, Macailin Rodriguez and Bailey Delrose. And first off, Brandi, let's kind of talk about the season. It's been a great year for the women's bowling program, and to make it to the ITC for the first time in program history has got to be a very, very good feeling.
Yeah, super exciting. The girls have worked really hard this whole year, giving the circumstances with everything. This actually has been one of our best years yet. And I'm looking forward to see how everything plays out this weekend.
And let's talk to Bailey and Macailin. And guys, this has been a wild year. I mean, just to say the least, it's been interesting. It's been wild. It's been unprecedented. Bailey, I'll start with you. Talk a little bit about how you have been able to maneuver through this season and have such a great year that you guys had to be able to qualify for ITC.
Yeah, like you said, this year has been very crazy and definitely unprecedented. But honestly, I think that we've persevered through everything that COVID has thrown at us. And I think that just us coming together as a team is something that we've really done really well this year.
Macailin, why don't you go ahead and speak about that as well?
I think this year we did really well with team chemistry. I don't know if you guys know, but we have a really young team. And I think we have 4 freshmen and a transfer. So I think we did really well meshing together, going all in together and going through the season. I don't think we really cared about COVID. We just wanted to get out there and bowl.
And you know what, I'll stay with you guys. Talk a little bit about that. I mean, obviously an extremely young team. So, Macailin, you just mentioned 4 freshmen and a transfer. You guys are kind of like the elder statements of the group, so to say. Talk a little bit about your conversations with them about the expectations and how the bar has continued to be raised for our women's bowling program at Maryville.
Okay, I can go. I mean, we just have to remind them that it's a completely different game from high school. I mean, the tournaments are 3 days long. They're on tough patterns. So, I mean, they adjusted well. We really haven't had to have any conversations with them. They know that they signed to a ranked team. They know college bowling is hard. I think they've stepped up to the plate.
Yeah, going along with that, Macailin has said it perfectly. They've really stepped up to the plate. They knew what they were coming into. We're here to compete. We're here to compete with the best in the nation. And considering that we've been ranked higher than we ever have before, they really rose to the occasion.
The ITC this week, and Brandi, will talk to you about the format. How will it all work? And you guys will head down to Tennessee. Very familiar area that you guys go to every year, actually. But kind of talk a little bit about just the format and how this will all work this weekend to get our ladies out of the sectional and into the national tournament.
Yeah, so Friday is the singles portion. The ladies will bowl 6 games individually, and depending on how many athletes are participating, they usually take between 4 and 8 girls. And then those girls will then go to nationals in May. And then Saturday and Sunday is the team portion, which is all Baker, which is one of our strongest points, I believe. And Saturday and Sunday, it's 12 or 20 Baker games. So then they take the top 4 teams after that is completed from our sectional.
And Bailey and Macailin, how excited are you guys to be able to participate in this? I mean, obviously to get an invitation is huge. We all thought, we were going to make the NCAA, but that didn't pan out. But, this is the next best thing, so to say, to be able to qualify for this tournament, because you're going to see a lot of the teams and a lot of the individuals that made it to the NCAA that are going to be participating in the ITC.
Yeah, we made it last year, but obviously our season was cut short due to COVID. So it's really exciting this year that we have the opportunity to compete, because honestly, we think that we have a really good chance of making it to nationals. We compete with the best, and there's no reason why we shouldn't be able to compete with them now.
I mean, I agree completely. And then I have some personal bias because nationals are being held at my home city and my home lanes. So I extremely want to make it to nationals.
Absolutely, no doubt about it. And Brandi, talk a little bit about the team this year. And you kind of mentioned it a moment ago, and Bailey and Macailin have kind of talked about just the meshing of the new players and the veterans. But this has been one of the best teams that we've had since you started the program 5 years ago, or 6 years ago, excuse me. My gosh, time's flying by us here.
Yeah, like they mentioned earlier, we are a very young team with 5 newbies coming in, but I think our upperclassmen has done a really great job of, taking them under their wing and showing them the ropes and what is expected. And, we set our goals and, we've met some of our goals, and I'm just excited to see how everything plays out this weekend.
And as a coach for this year, we talked to them about how they've, kind of gone through this past season. For you as a coach, just how gratifying is it to have the year that our women's bowling program had, with all the restrictions, with all the protocols, with everything that everybody has had to deal with?
Yeah, it's been hard. It's been, it's been difficult with, especially our girls not being able to see their families on the weekend, supporting them, in the bowling alleys and whatnot. But I think, me and Andrew have done the best we can to keep them going, and, just reminding them that, our live streaming, they're always there with you. And I think they've just done a really good job of coming together as a team. And that's the most important part. They have each other's backs, and, they know we have theirs. And, it's been hard, but we've gotten through it.
Bailey Macailin, I know the social media outpouring of support has been unbelievable. Talk a little bit about that. You can't have fans at most of the tournament, but you look at the Facebook page, you look at the Twitter stuff. The support's been there for you guys all year long, despite all of the protocols and everything along those lines.
Yeah, our parents have been undividedly supportive. They watch the live streams literally every tournament, every single possible time you could probably watch us bowling. You see our parents watching, you see other like family friends that are watching. Like, the support is unbelievable.
Yeah, just going off that, we know they're watching the live stream. If the live stream's down, we're all getting text messages like, "Where's the live stream? Where's the live stream?" They're putting it on their TVs, posting it on their TVs. So yeah, we know the support's there.
Awesome, guys. Well, good luck this weekend. And the hope is that we will be talking about going to nationals after this weekend, but we wish you all the best of luck, and take care of business down in Tennessee this weekend.
Thank you.
Thanks, Powers.
Brandi Branka, our head women's bowling coach, and also Bailey Delrose and Macailin Rodriguez, 2 of our outstanding student athletes on the women's bowling team, joins us. Once again, they'll start action on Friday in the ITC sectional. We'll keep you updated all weekend long on how the team is doing down there, and you'll be able to follow along as well on our Twitter feed at Maryville Saints, as we'll keep you posted there as well on how our women's bowling team is doing down in Tennessee. For Coach and Macailin and Bailey, I'm Jim Powers. Thanks so much for tuning in to MaryvilleSaints.com and Saints Vision. Have a great week, and as always, go Saints.